Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this um, Sabbath Prep Friday, where basically we surrender something. And we're currently on a series that's entitled The 90-Day Destiny Transformation, where we are starving our history and our past, accepting the life that Christ died for us to have, and pursuing our purpose and our passion. And I do believe that this is oh, sorry about that. I do believe that this is number 46, whatever. It will be in the title and it will also be in the description. Okay. So, so basically you will want to subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone that's coming for the first time. And those of you who are returning, please, please, please subscribe. We are going fast. It just seemed like I started this series just yesterday, and we're already moving almost to 50. Okay, so yes, subscribe and also share to YouTube. All right, encourage subscription as you share. All right, and remember to give me some thumbs up. Okay, this is a hard topic. It's kind of hard to keep going, as the Lord gives me messages basically to um, you know, pull away from the whole multifaceted portion of resentment, and basically like to divulge that. You want to be a part of that. I can tell you that if you're not dealing with resentment now, there may become a time before it's not too long that you will be. So it's nice to have this information under my belt. And I really believe that, had I had lessons about resentment, I probably would not have gotten a root of resentment. And so, okay, so I thought it was important today because on Friday, like I already said, we surrender something. And so I thought that I would talk about reasons to surrender resentment. Okay. So, all right. For those of you who do not know, my name is Sheila Rollins, and I am the founder of H.U.L.A Ministries Entertainment and Associates Inc. And on this YouTube, we are Overcomers Anonymous, where we support anyone desiring to overcome anything. We do it with Jesus Christ being a higher power and what He's accomplished for us on the cross. Therefore, our completeness, our wholeness, our cleanliness, our forgiveness, those things that we thought were impossible becomes possible with Jesus Christ being a higher power. However, we need to be obedient to his word, and I encourage the King James Version in order for us to get all that he's offering. And also the Ten Commandments, where he admonishes us to keep the seventh-day Sabbath. The arrow next to the title lets us know that these things are binding on us for eternal life. Okay? So let's get started. Now, in the beginning, I did a definition for resentment. Look for that video. It was, I believe, it was the beginning, the introduction. It may be in that one, but anyhow, um, as it relates to resentment, it's a hard thing. It's an agonizing kind of feeling, with dealing with resentment. It's like you see people that's done things for you. It's like you could be all happy, and then all of a sudden, so you see them, it's like, and so, um, like I said, I wanted to deal with like to um reasons to basically surrender resentment. Now, you know that a lot of times when we do certain things, like we decide on a certain stand or something, initially it may not always be for God. It may not even always be for ourselves. I know myself that a lot of times when I decided to do a certain thing, like for example, I had a child when I was younger, and I decided like that I wasn't going to have, I was young, I was still dating age and all that, that I wasn't going to have, a bunch of guys around my child, because I wanted to try possibly keep her as safe as I could, and so, and I wanted to be a good example for her, and so I didn't want to look like a nasty girl or anything like that, or help her to develop, wrong values and stuff because of what I was doing. So I decided to like put my dating situation like to the side, while my child was young, and stuff like that. And so that's one thing. And then as I got like a little bit older, like get into more deeper teenage years and stuff, and you know how young kids kind of like experiment with like smoking cigarettes and marijuana and maybe some pill popping and that kind of thing. I tried it. I ain't gonna lie. I tried it. But however, it wasn't me. I'm not really the kind of person that you can alter my state. I don't like to feel different or not even feel who I am in a situation. So it didn't really work for me. But having a child at a young age, now some people may not let it work for them to the point to where it helped them. It helped me because it helped me to be more responsible. It helped me to grow up in ways that I wouldn't have ordinarily. Now I'm not saying, if you have a young person that they should just go ahead and have a baby because it's going to really, really help you. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that was my situation. And because it was my situation, it was like, I decided to live a certain way and to allow it to help me. I was responsible anyhow, but I became very, very a lot much more responsible as a result of having a child very young. And so I had made my decision about substances. You know, um, you know, basically I felt like I couldn't protect my child if I was under the influence of a substance. And so I made a decision about it because I felt like, I needed to have a clear mind. I needed to be, have quick reflexes and responses as things happen or, with her. I needed to be alert. And so I didn't feel that substances or anything like that should have a part in my life. And so I did these things, for because of my child. I mean, of course, it was helping me too, but I did it mainly for my child. So what am I saying? As it relates to resentment, if you can't find yourself doing it for you or for God, perhaps maybe you might want to be an example to your children or to young people, period. Okay. Or maybe, you want to do it for your health because it does. Resentment impacts your health, your mind, your heart, what you call it, digestive, it can cause digestive problems, all kinds of different problems, can be caused by, resentment, you know. I can remember dealing with my son, and he wasn't doing so good in school. He had, you know, was full aware of what was going on in our family, going on in their dad and, all that, and, going on with that. And so it impacted him very badly. And so he wasn't doing good in school. Now, in the summer of, I believe, the 10th grade, I told him, I said, well, Joey, I want you to go to tutoring for the PSAT test. And so we went to check it out and everything. He let me know that he did not want to do it. And I said, okay, Joey, I'm going to have to ask you to do it for me. And in doing it for me, he agreed that he would do it because I wanted him to. And as a result, I can show you a picture. I'm going to do it real fast. I can show you a picture where my son won national honors. I don't know if you can see that. He won national honors. Um, yeah, he won national honors with school as a result of being one of the kids in our nation that had the highest PSAT score than all the children in the nation. And that as a result of him going to tutoring when he didn't even want to. And so this YouTube, if you're coming late, is all about finding a reason to let go of resentment, you know? Um, so basically, I'm at the point right now where it's getting easier. God is giving me, more and more information about it. Let me know like the seriousness of it, how it is impacted, has impacted my health and everything, and my other relationships, new relationships, because whatever it is that we don't heal, it's like we bleed on other people that are innocent, you know, and so yeah, so check out my other YouTube, which is the Pursuit to Christ. The playlist on that one and this YouTube, which is H.U.L.A Ministries, Overcomers, and Anonymous. And so, if I didn't say hello, I don't remember saying hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for viewing. Okay, and also if you want to support my nonprofit by way of the fundraisers, um, the information to contact me is in the descriptions, but I have vegan meat alternatives and sides, non-dairy ice cream, and other desserts, okay? And God has blessed me to make them all finger looking good. So check them out, and they're reasonably priced as well. So, okay. So perhaps when it comes to um, a reason to let go of resentment, you can think about maybe something that you have done that was really, really bad that can help you to let it go. We're not trying to any kind of way like to condemn anybody or anything like that, or just pull out something bad. We're trying to help ourselves in a way of letting go resentment. So I had a conversation with one of my good friends, and she was talking about how her child was molested by an adult, and that she was having a hard time letting go of the anger, the bitterness, the resentment, and all everything that followed as a result of her child being impacted by an adult. And so basically she was telling me that God has showed her where she had done something to impact the child. And so it became easier for her to let it go. And what she had done is that she was telling me that she really hadn't told anybody else, but that she had had an abortion. And so that was killing a child. And so I was like, oh, wow. But anyway, she said from that it just helped her, and she knew that God had forgiven her, that it just helped her, in a way of lifting the resentment that she was holding for what had happened to her child. So comment down below the thing that you have chosen, that God has given you, that you feel that was best, is the best thing to help you to let go of resentment. God is not going to let us have that, y'all. We got to let that go. And years ago, I would have felt like a hypocrite even talking about this. But check out Dr. Chrissy's Mind and God's treatment for resentment. It's really, really great. So check those things out. Add your own in the description. I love to hear from you. So I'm trying to think if I said everything. Um, I think that I did. So look, I love you, and I see you in the next YouTube. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. I love you. See you in the next YouTube.